to episode 15, part 2 of the Full-Time Banter Show. This is the film section, and this week we're looking at gangster films.
Hoo-ha! Yeah!
My name's Liam.
My name's Tarek.
And I'm Riz.
And hopefully you watched part 1, which was the FPL section. So if you didn't, go back, have a watch. This is the film section gangsters, and if you like a bit of this, make sure you like, share and subscribe. Give our bells a bit of a ring, you know what I mean? I don't like a bit of that stuff. And yeah, let's do it to it. T, start us off, mate.
Yeah, I mean, thank you to everybody who's been in touch. Absolutely fantastic genre. Obviously, everybody seems to love the gangster films. One thing I've got to say, because again, similar to the sports, top 5 sports, if you haven't watched our other episodes, go back. We've done top 5 kung fu, top 5 sports movies. We did a Star Wars thing as well. They're all fantastic. You're going to love them. Go back and watch them.
Go back.
But watch this one first. Gangster films, I was thinking, obviously the obvious ones, Godfather, Goodfellas, that kind of mafioso.
Yeah.
The really hardcore style, the proper traditional.
But the things people are coming out with, it seems that the gangster genre is very broad.
It's beyond
This is the
what
thing,
we
yeah.
And
usually
it
thought.
seems to cover bad cops, bad politicians, people wrong side of the tracks, all that kind of stuff. So we've got every base covered here tonight. I'm going to go straight into it, and you're going to see by the choices people have made. So straight away, first up, Mohammed Iqbal.
Yes.
Very good friend. Thank you for getting in
Thank
touch.
you very much.
I've got to say, I'm a student of his. He's my teacher as well in certain studies. Yeah, so very intelligent, very learned man. And he goes with his top 5 of Pulp Fiction / Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
So obviously going for the Tarantino tilt, yeah,
Yes.
which I agree are the 2 best films. Again, watch our previous section. I hate Tarantino. We did a section on that. I'll tell you why. But
Yeah.
yes, Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs.
Sweet.
In at 4, Scarface.
Love it, love it.
Okay, I'm reloaded. Say hello to my little friend.
Yes.
Yeah, all of those. Scarface is absolutely legendary, absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, and Al Pacino. Before it went downhill, started making duff films. Number 3, Goodfellas.
Very good, very
Karen, where's the money, Karen? What do you do, Karen? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? No, you haven't. No.
I told you, this is wasted on me as a topic.
Great film, anyway. Ray Liotta, all the other bad boys.
good. Smashing it, yes.
Joe Pesci. There's so many scenes from Goodfellas. You've not seen it?
No.
You haven't? Oh my god.
Not Goodfellas pizza advert. Yeah,
I've seen
it's
that.
not about the movie.
I'm more Chicago town guy.
So many lines and so many quotes and so many scenes.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci scene is fantastic.
I've seen the scene, it's
Yeah.
cool.
You know, if T's giving you a preview with the accents there, mate, I think you can watch it.
Yeah.
Doesn't do it
You've
just
seen half the film, essentially, when I give you a quote from it. In number 2, the only one I've got to disagree with, American Gangster, which was the Denzel Washington one. I did not like that.
It's decent, but I wouldn't call it in the top 5.
No way, nowhere near a top 5.
It'd be interesting to know, brother Mohammed Iqbal, as to why you went for that choice.
That would be good, interesting to know, yeah. Reasons why. I forgot to put that this time, reasons why.
I know you did, that's why I just left you to it.
Easy. Okay, but the number 1 for Mohammed Iqbal, Casino. Yeah?
Can't argue with that. Like I said, when we were doing this before, I said we could have gone for so many, and Casino was one of them. I think it's
Again, Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Still just about before he hit that.
Before that was after.
Meet the Fockers. Fell off the cliff, yeah. Fantastic. And who's the woman in there? I can't remember who she was.
Can't remember the names. Like I said to you with these movies, more your kind of thing.
Fantastic film, and again, Joe Pesci as well. But yeah, Goodfellas and Casino. I mean, there was that kind of spell when these few films came out, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they were really good, and where it starts off all nice and happy and lovey-dovey, and rascals and rogues and all friends, and then it just
goes hardcore. Yes, bro.
goes a bit dark. So yeah, thank you again for those. Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Scarface, Goodfellas, American Gangster, and Casino.
Be interesting to see the trend this time around as well. Like it was with the sports films, you could see.
Oh yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Second person to get in touch, Shamus Iqbal, young man who I know very well. Again, very.
Go guy.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Nice lad, very intelligent. Very poor taste in films, unfortunately. Not very well schooled in the films. Yeah? So, Shamus, pay attention. We're going to teach you tonight, hopefully. Yeah. But here's his.
It's teaching me as well, mate. It's both of us, don't worry.
Here's his top 5. He says, obviously, Training Day, Yeah, Training Day, and I guess this exemplifies my point about the gangster, because in Training Day it's actually about
Corrupt cop.
a corrupt cop. Well, he's not all out corrupt. He's blurring the lines. He's in that grey area.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like he keeps who he wants to keep sweet, and then gets his benefits from those that.
Yeah.
are
So very much. What's the word? Very morally ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no points when you like that.
Yeah, and Shumas, one film I think I recommended to you already. If you liked Training Day, you're going to love The Corruptor.
Yeah.
Seen it? Yeah. Chow Yun-fat and Mark Wahlberg as the rookie.
Do that, yeah.
Very good film.
Without stealing your thunder, the other one, just talking about cops and stuff like that. You watched The Departed.
We'll talk about that. Yeah,
Come
we'll talk
on,
about
let's
that.
hang fire on that one.
And also, if you're feeling particularly hardcore, the ultimate bad cop film, Harvey Keitel's Bad Lieutenant.
Yes.
All right.
Do that. Yeah,
Very
watch that
gritty,
film, yeah,
very.
watch that.
You know, I mean, Training Day and even The Corruptor are still kind of safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If you really want to go dark, if you really want to go a bit hardcore, you go back to, I think it's late 80s, early 90s. Bad Lieutenant really leaves a bad taste.
We'll
in
do
your
that,
mouth.
but what we'll do as well on the YouTube thing and on our Twitter handle at Full-Time Banter 7, we'll leave a list of recommendations. We'll run through a few of them.
Yeah, so he says, obviously Training Day. Got digress
I
there.
think that's what.
In at number 2, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get rich, die trying, 50 Cent, bruv, you being serious?
Yes, unfortunately it gets worse. Number 3, 8 Mile. Now, Shumas, we had this discussion. 8 Mile is not a gangster film.
Hip hop,
It's-
rippity rip, rap, let it
So
go.
hip hip hop,
It's-
start with the record to the bang.
It's like it's semi-autobiographical of Eminem's life, Marshall Mathers. It's not a gangster film. But anyway, let's quickly move on.
Will the real Shaman stand up, please?
Yes. Number 4, okay, back to it. Black Mass, which
Okay,
was a
okay.
new one, which I didn't bother watching. Didn't look particularly good, was it?
It's decent.
Bulger
all.
White.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp played him, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. I wouldn't go out to the cinema, rush out to it and
Yeah.
watch it. It's not one of them. in my
Don't know how you
opinion.
caught that, Shamus.
Yeah.
And then he finishes.
On.
He finishes on a high, I have to say. Okay, finishes on a high. And number 1, Bugsy Malone.
I give you that.
Actually.
I give you that.
He says, Bugsy Malone, you know what, absolutely fantastic film. The only one that is probably the odd one out here because it's a comedy, it's a musical.
Yeah.
But tell me you've seen Bugsy Malone. I'm gonna, I'll tell you what, Liam, I'll tell you what. So
But yeah, I mean,
you've
from.
not watched Bugsy
I
Malone.
told you, I've seen loads of random films. All these
Oh, well,
classics.
never mind. But from there, it's how varied are his film choices there. And to finish with Bugsy and then to have all that other nonsense in between.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shamus, but I think, like T said, T'll educate you, he'll give you a
Yeah.
1-1.
If you want to see a different type of gangster film, Bugsy Malone is a musical take on the story of Bugsy.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's got child cast. So young Jodie Foster, young Scott Baio. Tell me you know who Scott Baio is.
Yeah, you know that.
Trecci,
Yeah.
Dexter Fletcher. So there's British and American actors, and the songs are fantastic. So
That's
catchy. Yeah.
Cool.
I was going to break into a rendition.
No, don't break
That's
into rendition because I need to move on with time
Go
for time
ahead.
as well.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So Omar, one of our another viewers as well,
man.
very well followed our groups and obviously the Twitter handles as well as the YouTube channel. Goodfellas is one win. Okay, I don't know whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
We'll
or 5.
start at the bottom. Yeah.
Is that how
Yeah.
he's doing it? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so that's fine. There are no numbers on it, so.
Hey, don't you start. Don't you start.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Legend.
At number 5.
Now, at number 5, you can tell me a bit more about this because I can't quite.
Legend is the remake of the Cray story, starring Tom Hardy.
Okay, yes, the Ronnie and
Reggie
brothers,
Cray.
yeah, Reggie Cray.
I have to
Yes.
say I was very impressed.
The most recent one, that's the latest
Yeah.
one that came out, yes.
Because I watched the old one, the Spandau Ballet
Yes,
Brothers.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Kemps.
Yeah.
And that was very good,
That was
but that
good.
was very sort of, again, a bit...
That was actually called The Craze.
Yeah.
That wasn't called, yeah.
That was, I think, overly romanticised, and it covered like the youth
Up to the present, yeah.
This one actually catches them when they're just on the cusp,
Yeah.
and then how it all falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then-
and, which is new because I didn't know, because about his wife and her issues and how he affected that and stuff, and
The mental health of his brother.
Ronnie as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's good.
really good.
No, I've seen that. That's what I
Tom
call.
Hardy is good anyway.
Yeah.
Big fan of Tom Hardy.
Because there are a couple of legends, so I didn't know. I couldn't quite figure out
Yeah.
which one it was. So yeah, that's cool. Gangs of New York. I
Oh,
mean,
love it. Love it.
really, really classic movie. If you haven't seen it, Liam, get on
No,
it.
I've seen it.
What's the fella's name?
Nixon, Day-Lewis.
No.
Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis.
You know, an actor's actor, and he's fantastic again in it.
He's on
And
there.
Leonardo DiCaprio, I think he's good
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, definitely on there.
Great film.
No, definitely. And then the others in third is Pulp Fiction. Number 2, Reservoir Dogs. I think these are, in my opinion, the two of the best English gangster movies in regard
Who's
to
that?
Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs.
You
The
mean English language or you mean
language,
Right,
not
okay.
in terms of
really?
not in terms of like the actual choreography or anything like that. Tarantino, we've had a go at him in terms of how he does it, but sometimes he tends to go with like putting lingo in from a different concept and stuff like that. So the way he's just done this, where it's plain to follow and it's
Yeah.
kind of straightforward, there's none of that jargony stuff, which I
Yeah.
think for him, in my opinion, makes it better. Because Tarantino, like we said, we don't all like him. And then Goodfellas, again, I guess, we can't go wrong with that.
Goodfellas, yeah.
So that's a good choice there. So Legend, Gangs of New York, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and Goodfellas. I think we're already seeing a bit of a pattern there. Slight pattern there. Yeah. Okay. Our mate, FPL Frink. Okay.
Thank
On
you.
Twitter, thank you very much once again. Always a very, very good contributor to these points.
I have no idea what order his are in, so go ahead.
That's fine. I think I'm just going to go off from the top. So I'm assuming he's put here. The 3 would definitely be in my top 5. Godfather.
Those were 3 that I mentioned in the Twitter.
Yeah.
I said, you know, are you going to go for the obvious of Goodfellas, Godfather, and I can't remember what else I put. And he says, yeah, those 3 will be in the top.
So he goes, let's go with them. Obviously, Godfather, the second part, he's saying Godfather 2 out of the trilogy, which is good. However, he goes, let's go with Boys on the Hood. Very, very long time ago since I seen that. I
Very
can
good
vaguely
film.
remember what it was about, but I can remember it being brilliant. I think it's worth a watch if you haven't seen that. You must have seen that.
No.
No?
So just
Anything, you know, we're going to do an episode one time. It's going to be a short one.
Yeah.
We're going to write down on one hand all the films that Liam's seen ever in his life.
We'll do that.
fucking shit. There's not any of these wrestlers.
It's basically wrestling one, so I can't. We'll have nothing to say, talk about that.
Watch no holds
But moving on, obviously we've got Reservoir Dogs again, Scarface, which we've already touched upon, brilliant. The Departed, which is the one I was mentioning before, and Sexy Beast. Now I know you said hand fire to Departed. What were you going to say about that?
Departed, excellent film, loved it, really good. Again, Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in it, but then so are
De Niro?
No, De Niro's not in it. Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, that's it.
He's not the main actor. Ray Winston's in it as well, but I was thinking of Matt Damon. Sneaky, slimy Matt Damon, and Charlie Sheen's dad.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Martin.
Sheen. Very good. It's a very good film, but it's actually based on a Hong Kong movie, Jackie Chan's Infernal Affairs, which is another good film. So I recommend you watch both, and then because there's only like 4 or 5 years between them. And Scorsese was obviously inspired by Infernal Affairs, and he made his version of it, and it's just as good. Frink, Sexy Beast. No, not having that at all, mate.
Personally speaking, I'm not watch that one.
It's Ben Kingsley and what's his face, Cockney Chops.
I've not seen it. I've lost that.
The guy in Departed who I've just said his name. Ray Winston.
Ray
Yes.
Winston.
Right, big
Who's
guy.
the daddy?
Him, yeah. But no, I don't. They've not been very good English gangster films. And Sexy Beast is one of the ones that I did not like. I mean, there's only
Snatch, Lock,
and
Stock
Lock,
and
Stock,
Barrel,
that I like.
Foot Soldiers.
There's one which I'm going to leave right till the end. Which
Okay,
I like,
go back to that one. Well, anyways, we'll leave that. Thank you, Frank. If Liam, if you were out off the next couple that we've got here.
Yeah. So we've got Saqib Pervez, who's
Thank you,
gone
Saqib.
with
Thank you.
Training Day.
I think it is that we'll go in reverse order from the bottom again.
Oh, from bottom again, sorry pal. So we've got Juice at number 5. See, Juice.
Juice is Tupac Shakur.
Alright.
His film debut. And I quite liked it. Again, that period in my life, it was, it was a good time. And being young and watching those sort of films. Soundtrack is fantastic on it. The film is not brilliant, but Tupac's good in it.
Yeah,
sometimes it's a vibe about films.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Juice, okay, not
Notice.
get anywhere near a top 5 Sakib, but again, Sakib's the guy who sent in Green Street Hooligans when we said sports movies. So enough said, Sakib. Sorry,
No worries.
You like what you like, don't listen to
That's cool. Don't worry, Sakib. Thank you for contributing. Let's move on, mate.
Number 4, Four Brothers.
Point proven.
Like you carry on. No, let's set up what we're going to talk about.
Number 3, Street Kings.
Street Kings, yeah.
Okay, average. At best.
Number 2, American Gangster.
Yeah.
Already
we
covered.
talked about that
Number
decent,
1
but not
is
all that.
Training Day.
Training Day, the default.
Well,
The default
everyone
non-gangster
the old,
film.
No, that's it.
The old Training Day.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, whoopsie doodle.
Whoopsie daisy.
What have you done? What have you got?
There we are.
Another one.
That's one. We've also, we've also got Miguel, who's been in touch. Nice to hear from you, Miguel.
Oh,
Nice to hear from you, Miguel.
Yeah.
Is he?
Our mate Miguel.
Hi, Miguel.
Really? Surprise, Miguel. Have you picked up all the toys, put them back in your pram?
Less of that, you. Stop it.
Oh, leave him alone.
Because he did. He really spat his dummy out at me the other day.
Anyway, I wonder why.
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, and I'd love to know why.
Hey, but Liam, what's Miguel saying?
Miguel said, number 5, a
Prove
prophet.
that out, because I think he's got a message for Tariq
I do
there.
apologise. It said, Liam and Riz, hope you're well, chaps. I'm having a shit time, to be honest, today, mate, but thanks for asking.
Yeah.
All the best for the show, keep up the good work. These are my top 5 films, which ain't the obvious ones.
Does
All
he
the
not say
best.
hello to T?
Respect, he's not, he's live T.
Oh, respect, T.
Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt, Miguel.
Go for
So,
it, Liam.
yes, Miguel's gone for number 5, a prophet.
A prophet, I've not seen that.
A Prophet is French film. French film which revolved around the Arab immigrant crime culture and stuff like that. It won at Cannes, I think, but it's not great, Miguel. There's a better French film, and I'm going to tell you about it.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you care to listen.
At number 5, we've got Sotsi, I think. Sotsi. Number 4 even, yeah, Sotsi.
Sotsi is actually a very good film, so do their props. It's a South African.
Sotsi.
Sotsi, exactly, brother. That's what it's about. It's a South African film. A day in the life of a young man living the gangster lifestyle.
Oh, very nice.
Fantastic, Tariq.
Very good film.
Number 3, I should have said Tres, we've got Sin Nombre.
I like that.
You know what, Miguel? Very good films. You've seen Sin Nombre?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sin Nombre is Mexican?
Mexican, Latino.
That's,
thing,
Hispanic film. Again, you know what? It hurts you. It hurts, that film. A bit like, it pulls on the heartstrings and leaves that emotion like Blood Diamond did.
Yeah.
Victims of circumstance.
Alright.
Brutal, yeah.
And it's just a harrowing story, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like a love story, and there's obviously crime involved. A bit like Amore Perros.
Yeah.
A bit like Amore Perros, which is Argentinian. But yeah, Sin Nombre, good film.
Nice one, Miguel. Number 2.
You're making up there, T.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good film, it's anything about Miguel.
Number 2, we've got Carlito's Way, which I'm guessing is not about the wrestler.
No, I like that.
Carlito's
Way. You recommended that to me once.
I love Carlito's Way. I love it. Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And again, he's the rogue. He's involved in crime. He wants to get away for the sake of the woman in his life. He wants to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But everyone just keeps pulling him back in.
Happy days.
Including Billy Blanco. Billy Blanco from the Bronx.
That's it. We'll get the last one out of the way and then we can
That throws. Yeah, and his number 1 choice at the top is Donnie Brasco.
Don't know whether he's done it in that order, but yeah, he's just put him
Again, Donnie Brasco.
It's a good movie.
Wicked film. And after watching Donnie Brasco, I bought one of those leather coats.
Yeah. Brilliant, excellent.
Donnie Brasco, I've got to mention again, a different take on the gangster culture. Al Pacino in it again as an aging gangster / informer.
Alright.
And he comes across as quite pathetic, and he's being used, and he's trying to still get in and have influence and stuff.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp is undercover.
That's fine. Well, hold that thought there, because what we're going to do, we're going to go through ours in a second. and go through all our top 5. So for them, guys, thank you very much for tweeting them in, sending us messages. Keep watching, and obviously we're going to give you ours now and see what you think of them. Alright, thank you. Alright, so obviously you're very much into the Donny Brasco style then, with the leather jacket and everything. So without further ado, why don't you give us your top 5 and see what you think?
My top 5. Okay, I've gone again. I love a lot of the films that people have sent in and mentioned. Especially, I've got to give due to Miguel some fantastic films in there. If you haven't seen any of those, recommend watching all 5 of those really good films. Some are obviously foreign language. Some of mine include foreign language ones. In at number 5, La Haine.
La Haine, I've not watched it, but I've seen parts of it in previews.
French film. It means The Hate. So Miguel, in fact, there's 2 French films better than A Prophet. La Haine is one of them. I forget his name. I'm terrible with names. It'll come to me. But basically, a story of a Jew, an Arab, and a black guy.
Is this a pub joke?
It's not a really good joke. It's the beginning of a really good film. 3 friends in Paris. The opening scene is fantastic. It's I don't know her name. French singer. You know, famous one. No regrets. Yeah, but that over hip hop scratch beat, fantastic. Yeah,
okay, cool.
But yeah, La Haine, fantastic film. Again, based around riots in Paris and the cops against the youth, and
sweet.
Yeah, really good.
Might have to look into that again.
Donnie Brasco at number 4. Yeah, love that film. You got to watch Donnie Brasco. Yeah. Number 3, Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in America.
Good shout.
Yeah,
good shout. Really good shout.
Because I love Sergio Leone, famous for his westerns. I love westerns. Couldn't talk about that. But his take on gangsterism, Mafia, in New York, I can't remember where it was set, Hell's Kitchen or Brooklyn. But fantastic because it spans an age, all in one film. And again, it's kind of, it's heartfelt, it's emotional. It's really, really good. You've got to watch it. Once Upon a Time in America. Number 2, little known film. Riz, I'm surprised you knew this one. It made me very, very happy. Italian film, Romanzo Criminale, which translates loosely as crime story.
Crime novel,
yeah. Romanzo Criminale, apparently based loosely on true events of
it is true events,
the gang in Rome.
Yeah.
Rome, yeah. And
it was based on the novel by the judge back in 2002.
Right.
Can't remember his name now. Try and find his name, but a judge actually wrote it.
Right.
And it got translated into the film. And I think it's
that sounds
Manigala family.
It sounds apt to that because the story is about the politicians, and obviously we know Italian politicians.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, let's not even go there. But the Italian politicians using criminals for their benefit, but then the criminals turning the tables as well.
Giancarlo was the judge.
Right.
Giancarlo di Cattaneo.
But fantastic film, fantastic characters. Fredo
is brilliant. Fredo the second.
Lebanese, yeah, really good.
Kim Summer, Kim Rossi in it. Kim Rossi is called.
And again, the story, not just violence and crime and stuff like that. So there's a love story.
Just a build up on it, yeah.
Really good. And my number 1 film, which I absolutely loved at the time, still love it. The Brazilian City of God.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Cidade de Deus. Yeah, again, story of a young lad in the favelas in Brazil, him and his mates, and the whole crime and gang and drugs culture. So where they're having a good time, and then suddenly it just turns nasty and stuff like that. And his friend, what was his friend called? Crazy.
I'm bad with names.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wouldn't want to be putting it on.
You got to watch City of God. Absolutely fantastic film. Yeah, and that actually spawned then Elite Squad, which was the other side.
The other side of it,
the cops and stuff, and Elite Squad 2. Neither of which I didn't really like.
No.
But City of God, they even did. There was a TV series, City of God, little half an hour.
Was it?
Serial, yeah, really good as well.
How many of them is it?
Only about half a dozen, only about 5 or 6. But this
might have to look it up.
Yeah. The City of God, my top 5: La Haine, Donnie Brasco, Once Upon a Time in America, Romanzo Criminale, and City of God.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Coolio.
Riz, give us
I
yours.
think I'll go with mine, but you've got to help me out with this one because vaguely I can't remember why I put it down and what it's about. But Miller's Crossings.
Miller's Crossing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Again, one of those films. The 90s was the spell for me.
Yeah.
Where I absolutely consumed film. I watched so many good and bad films.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I've even watched the bad ones because I can spot a bad film now. You know, I can gauge a film. Yeah. And Miller's Crossing was one. It was came out in 1990, featuring Gabriel Byrne.
Gabriel Byrne.
Who's also in Usual Suspects.
Yeah, he is.
And it's kind of the guy again trying to get out and retire.
Retire of the game and then.
But owes a favour and gets set up and things like that. It's slow paced. It's not your usual, you know, bang bang gangster film.
Yeah.
It is very clever. It is very subtle. And Gabriel Byrne, fine actor, Irish actor.
Very
good. Miller's Crossing.
So thanks for helping me out with that one because, as I said before, it's been a long day, man. It's been since 5, so sometimes forgive me for failing with my memory. Scarface. If you've not watched it, you need to watch it. Seriously, for me, that was like the pinnacle of my youth. Watching that movie, getting around to it, and it was just brilliant. Goodfellas, not the pizza adverts. Seriously,
the film.
Please get on it if you haven't. You need to really watch it.
Yeah.
Romanzo Criminal, you've touched upon it. Brilliant. I cannot kind of say a bad word about it. The way it's choreographed, the way the storylines put together, it's just. The way they think about how to put the sequence of stories together in such a period of time is just unbelievable. You need to watch that. And if you've still not watched this, I'm not gonna...
Guilty. You know what?
Guilty.
I make a promise here now.
So
next week, I'll watch at least one.
Okay. So basically, what he's referring to is The Godfather, and
I've not seen The Godfather.
I love all three of them. The trilogy is brilliant, but my favourite one has to be the second part of the trilogy. Out of that,
that's what I hear.
But the whole package of The Godfather. If you watch one, you can't not watch the second. You cannot watch the third. If you start from the third, I don't know why you miss the others. You need to go back, sit from the beginning, just build up the story.
I think I'm going to binge this weekend, do an all-nighter, 9 hours or whatever it is, and watch all three because, like I said, again, in the very early episode, very first episode we did, we were talking about film and what we liked, and I told you that I've seen bits of every film here and there. I've not seen one of the films from start to finish. I started reading the novel because I thought I want to read the novel first, then I watched it, never got round to it. But yes, I hear number 2 is very good. But
I think you've hit the nail on the head there because there's usually like Romanzo Criminal and Godfather, the books, the novels, there's certain times that the book and the film doesn't do itself justice. And in these two sequences, I think basically the book and the film are basically a really good mix when they come together. You can merge content from the book into the film and you can kind of say, well, it follows on. And I think these are the only 2 times in criminal or gangster films that you can say that, you know, it's actually brilliant. There's other films out there that you can say, like, the book and the film are great. Other times the book is rubbish and the film is great. So
that's rare, but
yeah.
So
Liam, the best till last.
Hold on, let's have a moment for this. Liam's seen some films. Liam, tell us about the films you have seen. I'm intrigued.
You're covering gangster films, and I ain't fucking seen any gangster films. So
hey, ain't nobody know gangster LLC.
So I've got a couple of honourable mentions. One is for the Ant Hill Mob from Wacky Races.
Okay,
that's Shadow Books.
That's not a film, but okay, let's go.
It's gangsters.
Yeah, the gangsters.
The other honourable mention is Dick Tracy, which is Warren Beatty and Madonna, shit actress, but she's alright in that. The film is not very good, but in terms of sticking to the source material from the comics and the way that the colour palettes are presented.
On the watch. That's the best thing about it.
It's brilliant. So I thought I'd give honourable mentions for them too.
No, fair respect.
Yep, so my 5, these are in no real order. One is The Long Good Friday.
Okay. Samuel L. Jackson?
No, that's Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, Long Kiss Goodnight, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah,
it's
so
okay.
The Long Good Friday is the better one, yes.
Bob Hoskins.
Oh, yes. Bob Hoskins, that final scene.
Yeah.
The final scene in the car.
See how he's
See, look at this from the jaws of defeat.
Yes.
Victory.
From the ashes.
So there's two reasons why I put this on. One, that scene is parodied in Brian Pern
Yeah,
on BBC Four, which is a music series. Very fitting.
No.
It's like based on Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
And in the Brian Pern one, Peter Gabriel is actually in the car with him, but I won't ruin it. And the other one is my dad has a resemblance to Bob Hoskins, and will occasionally pull out the Bob Hoskins in the shower.
Yeah.
Just stand there and go.
Less said the better.
We've got pictures, we can put them up.
But yeah.
Another one.
So yeah, just going to touch on that. The last scene is just brilliant. The way it's acted, where it just dawns on him. Everything dawns on him. You got to watch it.
Put a clip up.
Yeah. No. Get sued. No. Watch it.
So another option I've got is I went for Angels with Dirty Faces.
Oh yes.
Which is James Cagney.
James Cagney.
You're pulling it back here, Liam.
Yeah.
And it's also the name of a Sham 69 song.
Is it?
Punk band from the 70s.
Right.
Angels with Dirty Faces.
Have you seen White Heat?
Mate.
Okay.
Mate, it's his moment, don't nick it from him.
Yeah, so another option I've got is White Heat, another James Cagney film. The main reason for this one, my surname, Comiskey, very, very rare name, is in the film.
Is it?
There's a bit where his character is, I think he's walking through the mess, in the hall, the cafeteria, whatever, and there's a voice comes over the tannoy, and it says, "These people are visitors. Murphy, Bailey, Comiskey, Taylor." And it's like, Comiskey, what's that? So we've actually put that on YouTube previously and said, our name in a film.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
we'll put a link to that at some point. Somewhere.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with those, James Cagney from back in the day, 40s?
Late 30s.
Late 30s, early 40s. And isn't Humphrey Bogart in Angels with Dirty Faces?
I don't recall that.
It's before his time.
I think it's after.
But there's someone else who's good in it, and they're really good films, because James Cagney's really good, very underrated.
Very, very good.
Baby-faced, and in Angels with Dirty Faces is that kind of roguish gang, isn't it? Yeah, but White Heat, you definitely got to watch both of those films.
Get on it.
I'm amazed you've seen them.
No, good stuff.
I have newfound respect for you.
Thanks, mate.
What else have you got?
So, got two more.
Still said you're a sandstorm or something like that.
So my fourth one will be Kill the Irishman, which is
I've caught it. I've not watched all of it.
It was alright. It was about the Cleveland Mafia, and eventually there's an Irishman, third or fourth generation American, worked in the unions, embezzled some money, ends up in the crime syndicate world, works his way up, undercover cops bust him, eventually Mafia, blah blah blah. But the performances in it are excellent. Ray Stevenson is Danny Green, which is based on real life, all based on real life. But the standout is Vincent D'Onofrio, who is in the Daredevil series as the Kingpin with the bald head. And I saw he was in the cast list and went, I'll stick that on. It wasn't until the end of the film that I realised who he was, because all he's got different is glasses and short hair, whereas Kingpin, he's got no glasses, no hair.
And
his acting was that good as Kingpin that I didn't realise who he was in the film until the end. I was like, it must have been like a 2-minute thing, because he'd become a bigger star, they'd moved his name up. But brilliant performance. I
might watch that, because I see that a lot, but I've never sat down to watch it entirely. I've just caught clips of it.
With those kind of things, you've got to accept there's bits that are historically inaccurate, because it's not based on
artistic license.
Really impressed, Liam, really impressed. So that was out with the last one.
Well, this is where it's all going to fall apart. My fifth and probably favourite one is going to be Mafia.
Okay.
Which is the spoof of Mafia films by Jim Abrams, who did Airplane, Naked Gun, Police Squad. And
that's just a bit of a mess about that.
It's a spoof of all them. Lloyd Bridges.
Never watched it. Never even heard of it.
If you like Airplane, if you like
Dragnet,
that kind of Ed O'Neill Dragnet. That's brilliant. If you like your Airplanes, Police Squads, all those kind of spoof films.
It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh,
and it references a lot of things that, even though I've not watched these films, Goodfellas, Godfather, they're in popular culture, and that spoofs all of them. And it's just a good 90-minute laugh.
Oh, brilliant, Liam! You've really done yourself justice there. So we don't have to get a hit on you. You know that.
No concrete shit.
You know what I thought you were gonna do? Like, have you seen those direct line adverts? The dude comes up.
You know what?
I'm like, Liam's probably going to come out with something like that, man. Like, this
Talk about
is
ruining your career. You know what a good career you had, Harvey Keitel.
Bit of wonder, mate. Bit of wonder.
bit of longer.
Desperate times, eh? Desperate times.
Well,
Okay,
a lot
right.
of money, man.
We're going to reel off a last list of honourable mentions.
Yes.
The battery's running low. We're running out of time. I'll try not to talk about too much unless there's anything particular you want to put up. Right, here goes. I'm going to start from this side and end up with the film I do want to talk about right at the end. So honourable mentions for all these films, and maybe mentioned briefly in some of the others. Sin City.
Yeah.
Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Saint.
Yes.
Itchy the Killer.
Not seen it.
Japanese. A Better Tomorrow.
Not seen it.
Hong Kong, you gotta watch that, man.
Okay.
Mean Streets.
Seen that.
You didn't like it? Oh, come on. Scorsese and Harvey Keitel's first film together, and Robert De Niro's in it as well.
I think it's
And I
average.
love the poster. I'm going to show you the poster.
Yeah.
It'd make a fantastic t-shirt.
That's fine.
Usual Suspects.
Love it.
Nobody mentioned Usual Suspects. Is it
In the
because
top
of
5, there's loads, man, to choose from.
Usual Suspects is absolutely legendary.
But where do you go,
Yeah,
Keith?
that's it.
It's top 5.
Yeah, I know. Usual Suspects is Kaiser Soze.
Yeah.
Kaiser Soze!
That's good.
That'll mean something when you watch it. Then.
Sure it will.
Alright.
Untouchables. The Untouchables, yeah, pretty good. I won't put it in the top 5, but pretty good. Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels,
Yeah.
really good. I won't put it in the top 5. Snatch, was come close. I like Snatch.
Mm.
I like a bit of Snatch.
Infernal Affairs, the one we said that
one,
Departed is based on, very good. Heat, very good. Yeah. Again, some people say not strictly a gangster film, but Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, first time together on screen, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer as well, the gunfight scene, awesome. No Country for Old Men,
Yeah.
yeah, you've seen that, like it, yeah, have you about them?
I think that's good.
Menace to Society,
Not seen it.
not seen it. Alongside another one I'm going to mention, and Boys in the Hood,
Not seen
Menace to
it.
Society, good as well. The Yellow Sea, right, Riz, we've got to see this because I saw this not properly a long time ago,
Okay.
and I've got to watch it again. Apparently, it's got a fight scene to rival Heat,
Okay.
and a car chase to rival anything in Bullet and Born Identity and Ronin. Yeah.
Okay. Better watch that. I've not seen it either, so I better watch that.
Bittersweet Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Hong Kong one. Another one about a bodyguard gets done over. A Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, very good. Chas Palminteri as well, very good in that. 36 Precincts.
I've seen that.
You seen that?
Very-
It's okay, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's
Not
alright.
top 5. White Heat, Angels with Dirty Faces, we said. Juice, somebody said. Bad Lieutenant, we said. Harsh Times. You didn't like it? I thought it was okay. Christian Bale,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Chinatown,
Good.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. King of New
That
York.
is- King of New York,
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
Good.
Lawrence Fishburne. Casino, we mentioned. New Jack City.
Yeah.
That's a Father Ted episode with hairy hands. Carry on.
New Jack City. What's his name? Wesley Snipes.
Snipes.
Clockers, very good. Clockers, young lad involved with gangs. Harvey Keitel's a cop.
Yes.
Chasing him, but then tries to help him.
Yeah.
Very good. Cowboy Bebop, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Cowboy Bebop is an anime
Yeah.
animation. Done in a very sort of 40s style film noir,
Yeah.
detective type, but then it's got 70s music, and it's awesome. You gotta watch it, yeah. Sonatine, my friend Takeshi Kitano.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not actually seen it, but I've heard of it.
He's made a series of films. I picked that one as being the best one. He's done Violent Cop, he's done Hanabi, he's done a couple of others, but that one I like, Sonatine. Sotsi, we've already mentioned. On the Waterfront, nobody mentioned On the Waterfront. Marlon Brando, won him an
It's very good.
Oscar.
It's very good. I like that one.
I could have been somebody.
Yeah.
Could have been a contender.
I've seen that one. It's
I
very
think that's
good.
the one I'm thinking of. It's got Humphreys.
No,
Bogart.
was it? No.
The father. Who's the father in that?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Man. This
Yeah.
time of night. I can't
Gomorrah. Gomorrah is
remember. Not seen it.
Italian.
I had that
Again,
once, but I got some
it's hardcore. So Romanzo Criminal is very well built and done. Gomorrah is just outright
I might
violent.
have to get on.
Yeah,
Might
Gomorrah
be
is good, but it's
Yeah.
very different. Hard boiled. Chow Yun Fat. John Woo. Yeah, pretty good, pretty decent. Training Day. Right, this one. Miguel, pay attention. A better French film than A Prophet is Mesrine. There's two versions. There's the original 80s Mesrine, which I haven't seen admittedly, but but there's also the updated Vincent Cassel. That's
Cassel,
who's in
Cassel,
Black
was trying to.
Vincent Cassel in Meluran Part 1 and 2, Killer Instinct, fantastic. Yeah, we're getting close, hang on. All True Romance,
Yeah.
brilliant film, written by Tarantino.
Yeah.
It's got every actor under the sun in it, really good.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer as Elvis.
Elvis.
As Elvis, yeah.
Okay.
And Miller's Crossing, we talked about the Coen brothers. Election is apparently the Chinese Godfather.
Should it not be called Erection then?
No.
It's called Election. Okay.
Talking of Chinese one, Young and Dangerous as well.
Yes, Young and Dangerous, I've been told. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Now you think of
I've
that.
seen it before. It's really, really good.
And the top one should be in there, but very difficult. Get Carter, the best British gangster film.
Yeah.
And again, technically not a gangster film. It's a whodunit gangster
Type.
detective. Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Remade with Stallone. isn't it?
Oh, don't even mention that
Citizen
one.
King.
Yes.
Citizen
Get
Kane.
Carter 4. It's symbolism. You know, filmography. If you want to see art cinema,
Do that.
it is fantastic from the start. The symbolism and how it's all dark and claustrophobic and everything, and then he goes on his journey of revenge and redemption and everything, and how it finishes. Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, I don't want to steal your thunder there, but one, I think, honourable mention deserved is a movie called Blood In, Blood Out.
Not heard of it.
You know, seen it. It's based called Bound by Honor, American one, 1993. It's just basically crime film about drugs and murders and stuff like that, just around the Spanish areas of Los Angeles and stuff like that. If you're not seen it,
Oh, it makes sense then. Yeah, so Blood In, Blood Out. They got you buy in with blood and yeah.
Yeah. So it's like really, really good. I mean, I don't
Right.
want to go into too much depth just because of time and our equipment being on the brink. But get on it because Steve's giving you a whole host of lists. Follow us at Full Time Banter 7.